Greetings, royal family. I'm back. Did you miss me? You know, Little Kim is really onto something. I am really enjoying her show. Like, I really am. So, hopefully, you read the title. This is Girls Cruise, the review. Be Simone voice. Royal family, I'm really digging this show. I have been tuned in since episode 1. And I was not disappointed. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I've said that before. I'm happy to see Kim back on TV, in reality TV. But she's spearheading her own show. Like, she's the boss of her own show. No wig flying, no fist flying, no bottle throwing, no ratchet foolishness. Like, yo, she really is doing her thing. And I feel like, I wonder if Little Kim did, like, if she went to counseling herself and did a little bit of therapy, because the way that she is uniting everybody, and every time they sit down to have dinner or whatever, they're always like going around the table and sharing things. Like, Kim is like encouraging everybody to like get their feelings out and talking things out in sisterhood. And you are not seeing that in television today amongst a group of women, and of course we can't forget about Charlie, but a diverse group of people from different ethnic backgrounds, and I am here for it. So another good episode. I mean, you know, people are still calling it corny. People are saying, "Oh, this is whack. I'm done." That's fine, to each his own, but I am here for it. It's just refreshing. It's light. It's fun. So it's Chili's birthday. Chili is not really in a funk, but she's not too excited because she doesn't like to celebrate her birthday because it reminds her of how old she is. When, royal family, answer me this. If you are a woman, do you get offended that people ask you how old you are? Like, I always heard, like, you know, you never ask a woman her age. That's not polite. Why not? Like, as a youngin', I never understood why that was impolite. Why? Like, if you want to know how old someone is, ask them. Where did that come from? Whatever. So Chili is just talking. She's talking to Maya. Well, she's talking to her son. And she's talking to Maya. And she's just letting her know, like, you know, in this industry, how they age, you know, keeping up appearances, and you're expected to stay forever young. And then Chili started to say that when she was 25, she started to like count down, like, oh my God, 5 years till I'm 30. What? I'm 36 years old and I don't feel old. Like, I don't. I mean, there's a piece of hair that is getting on my nerves. But where did that come from? You never ask a lady her age, or, oh my God, I'm so old, I'm getting old. Like, huh? Old is a state of mind, okay? So you're as young as you feel. And Chili looks great. I don't even know how old she is. I could have Googled it, but who knows if that's the truth. Look at Little Kim. I think she's 42 or 45. I forgot. One of my viewers told me, but I forgot that quick. But Little Kim is in her 40s, and look how vibrant and charismatic she is. And she's just living her life. Like, right? Like, I don't know. You're as old as you feel. But, you know, that's Chili's thing. That's how she feels. She's entitled to feel that way, definitely. But she's just not really big on celebrating her birthday because it's going to remind her of her age and that she's aging. Like I said, she looks great. And I think she should just appreciate, I'm scratching my back, y'all, I'm sorry. I think that she should just appreciate, not that she doesn't, but just, girl, have fun, girl. Who cares? Nobody cares about how old you are. Look at the wide age gap between Pretty Vee, Be Simone, Chili, Maya, Little Kim. It just shows, that's another genius thing that I don't know if she did this on purpose or if she realized what she did. Not only is it women in the entertainment industry that she's bringing together, but the age group varies. Like, there's a gap, you know what I mean? And because I know I'm older than B Simone and Pretty Vee, and like, you know what I mean? Coming up, I listen to Little Kim, so it's just like they're younger than me, and they're hanging out with Little Kim, Chili, and Maya. Like, that's crazy, right? So yeah, so Chili's going through all of that. She doesn't really want a big celebration. So the ladies, they eventually have a sit-down birthday dinner. But before that, B Simone, isn't she so pleasant? B Simone is talking to Dreads, and they're chit-chatting, talking, and he made a drink for her. They're getting to know each other. She asked him his name. Now, I would have said, how do you spell your name? I've done that before when I've forgotten someone's name. Like, oh, how do you spell your name? Oh, because I know everyone spells their name unique. So you don't make anyone feel awkward about the fact that you don't know their name. But B. Simone came straight out and said, what is your name? I don't know your name. So I think he said Rakim, and Ra for short. The only Ra we acknowledge is Ralph Angel. Okay, that's the only Ra I acknowledge. So your name is going to be Dread, sir. So he's cute. Their little outing is cute. And she's smitten by him, and they're just talking about how they're single and things like that. And they set up a date to go out. So fast forward, you have Chili's dinner, and everyone's sitting at the table, and they're just, once again, Lil Kim has everyone going around and saying something about the camaraderie and the fellowship and the togetherness and the unity. I loved it. Lil Kim looked great in her red dress. Maya looked great as well. So yeah, everyone's going around and just having a good time and talking, and Chili is opening up, saying that she feels a lot more comfortable letting go of control, because she always felt like she had to be the one in control. That's how she felt the most comfortable. So, Lil Kim is just giving her props for that. Like, hey, listen, if Chili is giving up 10% control, that's a huge deal. So it seems like, barriers are being broken down. It's just all in good fun. Now, this is the scene that I did want to talk about. What's her name? Tiffany. Tiffany and Maya were on the deck, and they sat down, they were talking. Tell me if you guys thought that this was shady. Like, now I'm not, now I don't know how to read Maya. Like, because they were talking about their experiences as women in the industry, and they were talking about their physical appearance and being under public scrutiny, yada, yada. So Maya proceeds to ask Tiffany, have you ever felt like, how did she say it? She basically asked her, did you ever feel like, kind of like insecure, or being like you were living in Lil Kim's shadow? And to which Tiffany, I mean, this is a legitimate question. Tiffany said, no, and Maya's like, are you sure? Are you really? And then she kind of had a smile, like as if she didn't believe her. And Tiffany even said in her confessional, like she felt a little taken aback. Like, it's like women are so accustomed to being pit against one another. And sometimes women themselves do it. She felt like that she is an accomplished woman herself. And Lil Kim is definitely an accomplished woman. And there's no competition. And I'm assuming that Tiffany is also in Kim's age group as far as how old she is. But she basically told Maya, like, our friendship is beyond the friendship. It's a sisterhood. Like, that's my soul sister. Like, our friendship is based on support. We support one another. We're there for one another. We big each other up. We cheer each other on. So I kind of think that I feel that Tiffany handled that in a very good way. I can see why she would have gotten offended, because it's almost as if Maya was like, really? You never felt insecure because of Lil Kim's celebrity? Like, she's a star. I don't know if Maya doesn't understand social cues, or I don't want to, like, she doesn't really have, like, she's not knowledgeable as far as like being social with people. I don't know. I don't know. I was laughing at that, but I thought that was like, why you doing too much? Does she really not like Tiffany? Like, what's the deal? Because she never came across that way with Pretty Vee when they had their little one-on-one. She never came across that way to Charlie or to anyone else. So it's like, what is your deal with Tiffany? Like, But I loved how Tiffany kind of redirected that, and just, she was a lady about it. She sensed something was off, but she just kind of redirected it and or brought it back around and said, Kim and I support one another. Like, we've been friends for so long. She spoke very highly of Lil Kim. So tell me what you guys think if you saw that. Like, do you think that Maya was being a little shady? Because it's like almost she didn't believe Tiffany was never jealous of Lil Kim. And it's crazy because, listen, I could be Lil Kim's friend. Lil Kim, do you hear me? I would never be jealous of her, because even if I was doing what I was doing right now and I wasn't at, like, let's say I wasn't accomplished like Tiffany is, I wasn't an actress or anything like that. The accomplishments that I have already achieved, I'm comfortable with. And if Kim was my friend and motivated me to do more, I would be grateful for that. Like, dang, I should do a video on jealousy, because I have a really interesting theory about that. But anyway, but yeah, I agreed with Tiffany when she said it's almost as if, like, how could you be around Lil Kim and not be jealous? It's possible. And I think a lot of Maya's insecurities may have creeped out, right? Is that like a window into her being insecure because of things that happened to her in the past or whatever? Am I reaching? Am I doing too much of a psychoanalysis? But I thought that was real interesting, and I like the way Tiffany handled it. Like, oh, you've never been jealous? And most of the time, like, let's say Tiffany said, yes, she was jealous. Then what? Would you have gone back to Lil Kim and say, see, she jealous of you? Or would you, in your mind, say, see, I knew it was something I didn't like about Tiffany because she's jealous of Lil Kim. Like, why does another woman have to be jealous of another woman? Like, let me pull it back because I was about to go off on a tangent. Moving along. Let me tell you, Lil Kim, you really are a real one. Any friend that will sit with you on a boat, on a front step, in your room, on the floor, and take your weave out, that's a rider right there. When her and Charlie were on the deck, and she was taking out Charlie's braids, taking out his weave, I said, Lil Kim really is that girl. Like, not that I didn't think she wasn't. Lil Kim is really a real one. She is really, really a real one. And I loved it. I thought that wasn't fake. It didn't come across as fake to me. I really believe that Lil Kim is the type of be like, Kim, can you help me take down my bundles, girl, and take my braids out? Oh yeah, come on. Like, I love that. That moment was so cute. So cute. And Charlie went into talking about how, you know, Lil Kim is really good to her people around her. I get it. And that's exactly why someone like that will take disloyalty so hard. You know what I mean? Not that disloyalty should be taken lightly, but it's like when you know that you're loyal and you're there for your people and someone betrays you, it's like the worst offense ever. And some people may say, oh, you know, get over it. You know, you got to forgive. But when you know how you love someone and you yourself couldn't see yourself betraying your friend, and when your friend turns around and betrays you or neglects you or leaves you hanging, it just shifts the dynamic of the friendship forever. You know what I mean? But anyway, and yeah, so he was just basically talking about Lil Kim, how she's loyal and she's always there for her people and he loves her and so on and so forth. And I get that from Kim. Honestly, I see Lil Kim as being loyal. You know, a lot of people back in the day who was cool with her, like your Mary J. Blige, your Angie Martinez, Missy Elliott, you know, Tiffany, Marc Jacobs, they all say the same thing about Kim, is that she is a good friend and she's loyal. Like, she holds her people down. And it is beautiful to see that Lil Kim has grown up into this grown woman role model. You know, she sat down with Pretty Vee because she didn't really get to spend a lot of time with her. And Lil Kim said something after everybody got sick. Remember the scene? After dinner, they changed their clothes. Everyone got sick. Vee Simone was throwing up her whole tripe in the toilet. Everyone got seasick because there was a storm, so the boat was rocking. But after all of that, Pretty Vee and Lil Kim, they were like at one of the jacuzzis or what have you, and they were talking. And Lil Kim said that, you know, a lot of people look at me as this icon, this, that, the Queen Bee, but I'm never too old to learn. She said that I learn a lot from my 4-year-old daughter. You know what I mean? She teaches me things about myself. And because Pretty Vee was pretty much singing her praises and saying that she came on the trip and she was grateful that Lil Kim invited her and that she just sits back and she's just observing and listening, which is great, you know. But for Lil Kim to turn around and say, you know, I learned from you, you know, Pretty Vee, I learned from Vee Simone, you know, I watch you guys and you're never too old to learn. What a humbling thing to say. I've always gotten humble from Lil Kim, though. I've always gotten humble from her. Um, you know, she likes her nice things or what have you, but she's the type that if she has $1, she's gonna split it evenly amongst her crew. And that's something that you don't find a lot of nowadays, especially when people get a taste of the good life, so to speak. You know, and they come into new money, they totally change, and you know what I mean, and they just act like they're so above everything and everyone. And just to see that Kim is still interested in fostering bonds, even with the significantly younger generation. Like I said, Pretty Vee and Vee Simone, they're younger than I am. And I came up listening to Lil Kim, you know, so that's really good to see. And I really like this show. I really like this show. It's refreshing. It's fun. Vee Simone on that on the jet ski when she went out with Dreads was hilarious. You know, they sprinkle a little bit of fun in there, and then Lil Kim, her little self jumps on the jet ski, and she's just out there. And yeah, I think Lil Kim, you have done a magnificent job with showing that you are an accomplished woman, an accomplished Black woman, and you are able to share love, appreciate, and acknowledge other women in the entertainment industry as well, from all different ages. And it doesn't have to be about that pitting people against one another. And I really feel like if you are genuine, a genuine person, Lil Kim is attracted to genuine people. But at the same token, she takes no BS also, and she will call you out on your BS. So I think job well done. I doubt that there will be a season 2. I'll be surprised if there was. It would be good to see Kim stay on reality TV with the same type of energy, same type of positivity, but maybe on land, you know? So this was another good episode. I'm here for it. I'm tuning in until they reach Trinidad and Carnival is complete and the show is over. So yeah, kudos to you, Lil Kim. Another good episode. Be sure to like this video if you like it. Royal Family, get down in the comments. Share your thoughts. Tell me what you think. And until next time, I'll be back soon. Peace.